First of all, I want to thank City Manager Mark Ott and Deputy City Manager Michael McDonald for being here this morning. Without exception, the time that we've worked together, Mark, you are always here for us and for the community, and I just want to say thank you for being here as always. This morning at 7:23 a.m., the Austin Police Department received a 911 call from an individual at this location, indicating that he had shot and killed a pit bull that had attacked him. At exactly 7:23, within seconds, officers of the Austin Police Department were dispatched to the 1000 block of Landshire Drive. The dispatcher advised the officers that a complainant had called, indicating that he had shot a pit bull that had attacked him. The officers that were responding requested dispatch to advise the complainant to please go back in the house and leave the firearms inside of the residence for the responding officers. At 7:25 a.m., the Austin Communication Center contacted the complainant and let him know that the officers were en route and requested that he put his firearms away inside the residence. The complainant stated to the dispatcher that he was not going to put his firearms away and indicated a refusal to do so. At 7:29 a.m., 6 minutes after receiving the call, an officer arrived on scene and confirmed that the dog had been shot and killed. The officer, upon seeing that the complainant was armed with a pistol in his waistband, advised the subject that he needed to take control of the firearm for his own safety and to hold on to the firearm while he conducted his investigation. The subject refused to give up the firearm. At one point, when the officer went to secure the firearm, the subject disengaged from the officer, drew his pistol, semi-automatic pistol, aimed it at the officer. The officer immediately drew his firearm and aimed at the subject, and unfortunately, because the subject was threatening the officer with the use of deadly force, the officer discharged his weapon, striking the subject. At 7:32 a.m., the officer advised shots had been fired and called for EMS. And at 7:44, EMS pronounced the subject deceased. This is obviously an ongoing crime scene. The District Attorney's Office is here, Internal Affairs is here, Special Investigations Unit is here, and the Office of Police Monitor is here. We do have all of our cameras were working. We don't know what they captured. The audio was on. We do not know what it captured yet. And we do have the Office of Police Monitor here. The officer will be placed on administrative leave, which is consistent with our ongoing procedures as the investigation is conducted. It will be a joint effort between the Austin Police Department, Internal Affairs, Special Investigations, and the District Attorney's Office and the Office of Police Monitor. As you can imagine, I visited with the officer, the city manager, and the deputy city manager. I visited with the officer. Now, the community doesn't get to see this, but I can tell you that once again, our officers are pretty shaken up. The taking of a human life is something that no one ever goes to work as police officers wanting to do. And in this case, my officer is shaken up, despite the fact that he was confronted by an armed subject that absolutely the indications are threatening him. We do have some independent witnesses that witnessed this incident. They are being interviewed by the members of the Austin Police Department investigative units, and we will provide updates later on, probably after the weekend. This is going to be, like they always are, very in-depth, complex, and thorough investigation.